What's going on, Facebook family? How's it going? It's Tuesday again, time to do my weekly live. Um, I'm a little bit later than usual. I feel like that happened last week as well, but I just got caught up in having strategy sessions and then working with existing clients and even rounding out with clients that have completed their work and checking in with how they were feeling about everything. So I'm on here. It's a little bit later. I'm in Houston and it's 3:20 over here. And I'm going to start my afternoon. And I had, as I was thinking about what the topic should be for this week, I thought about what was immediate. Hey, what's up, guys? I just got started here a little bit later than usual. Say what's up to me. I have a really bold question I'm covering on today's call. So I don't want to talk to myself. So if you're here, say hey, let me know who you are. I'll give you a little shout out, pump you up. It's more fun to have an active audience. So the question I have, and there might be a little bit of a lag here, so I'll wait for everyone to say, hey, I want to make sure you can hear me too. I've been on a couple lives actually where the person goes to speak and then the volume's not working and then they're just sitting here waving. So yeah, so what we're going to talk about today is a pretty bold topic. And hey, what's up, Adrian? What's up? What's up? Talk about a guy with energy. Adrian, I can't wait to hear what you think about this. Let me know other people who are here. So I have a really cool topic about, so do you really love your clients? And I don't mean past the point of, yeah, I like them. Like we're cool. Like they're great. They paid on time. They've seen a lot of results. They're not a PITA, which by the way, PITA in client language is pain in the ass. Oh, thanks, Adrian. A damn good question, by the way. So I'd love to hear what you think, Adrian. I know you have like a bajillion clients with what you do. Um, and you can kind of give yourself a shelter by telling yourself that they're not that bad. They pay on time. They're not a pain in the ass client. Like, what more could you ask for? But that's not the question. The root of the question is, do you love your clients? And I'm not talking about romantic stuff. I'm not trying to get all up in there. I'm not looking for a scandal. No water cooler talk. The reason is, if you really don't love your clients, the question is, how much of your energy are they unknowingly taking from you? Meaning, let's say you have a group offer and they're in the group, right? By the way, drop me your questions below. Let me know what you're thinking. If they're in your group and you're giving coaching and whatever, you're asking questions, if that person is not somebody that you completely love, but you tolerate and you're okay with, and there's nothing really bad, but there's not that much good, you imagine that in that environment, you sort of have like a poisonous leak that's infiltrating your environment. And it can be a slow leak. So everyone knows the fun and the drama of the PITA client that like, yeah, I kicked them out. I fired my client. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the insidious clients that are there. They take up the space. They take up the room. They take up your energy, but they're not feeding your energy back. Hey, what's up, Ruthie? What's going on? All right. So Ruthie, I've had a clients that I love, but none right now. It's been a rough month. Yeah. So Ruthie, thank you for being honest. I really appreciate that. Tolerable clients consume at least 2 times as much energy. Yeah, I think that's a great phrase, like tolerable clients. So Adrian, let me know what you think too, below, and if you're here and watching. And the piece about tolerable clients is when they get into your system, they enjoy you. And that makes the struggle even harder because they have a whole lot more love for you and you wish you could reciprocate it, but it doesn't come back. You chalk it up to like, this is coaching, this is consulting. They think of me as a leader, so they love me. And like, that's why they hired me. But what if I were to pose a different question? What if I were just to ruffle up your mindset a little bit and say, what if that that client who is a big fan of yours, but you're not reciprocating, what if they did their part to reciprocate that energy and that liking and that magnetism about them? What if they did their part to show up with that energy that gets you excited and gets you lit and makes you want to go a half an hour, an hour past when your coaching call was supposed to end, right? What would happen? Drop it to me in the comments. What would happen if your entire pool of clients were also reciprocating the energy that I know you're dropping when you're giving your trainings? What if they were to do that? What if they were also filling your own bucket back? So I've got some comments here. Adrian is like, I have some energy drainers in my client pool, but that was my fault not accepting the right clients. However, never again. That's exactly right, Adrian. And you're not the first. I have done the same thing. And that's why I wanted to come on here and talk about an honestly thorny topic. When you accept not a PITA, but a suboptimal, subpar, not that great of a fit, but not enough to cross them out, when you accept that into your pool, it starts to pollute it. And it's a slow leak, and it's one of those things that you can't tell, and seemingly everything is fine, but your enthusiasm goes down. Your positivity about what other clients you're going to get goes down. You don't show up as much on organic or messenger because somewhere subconsciously you believe you are going to get more of that like mid-tier. And what you're looking for is to be amplified by the top high tiers. And this just dawned on me today as I was thinking about it and thinking about who I will and who I won't work with. And literally, I made this decision, and it kind of happened after I went to this event in Nashville over the weekend. And I was surrounded, and Adrian was there, and it was super exciting to be in this group of people. And I was like, this level is the type of clients I will work with moving forward. And beyond that, I would rather skip a sale, not have a sale, in order to fit in with a client who is lower than my energy level, lower than where I'm at in terms of mindset or growth. So notice I said nothing to do with money. I didn't even say anything to do with time outright. These are like subconscious effects where I'm now at the point where I refuse to let one droplet of my energy not be super fun, energetic, high level problem solving, like getting into the gritty, looking at growth, challenging people, getting challenged back, learning more and growing. And so all of that encapsulates what I'm expecting from the people who sign on with me. I'm expecting that from my clients. And I think that this is just a major shift in thinking of when I think about scaling my business, how am I going to move forward and looking at who is a good fit? I think about now, okay, how is that person also going to meet me in the middle? How are we going to build each other? Because truly, it is something that you rub off on each other. And so one of my friends, Sierra, always says, iron sharpens iron. And I've noticed that when I'm around clients who are higher caliber than me, kicking butt, like killing it on the revenue, have been in business longer, have more businesses than I, guess what it is? Iron sharpening iron. So when I bring up something and they don't like it, they are very quick to be like, okay, I don't know if I agree with that. So here's a situation I've had XYZ. And then you can come back at them with that. And that dance and that tango is what excites me about being in business. It's wanting to be around those people. The more time I get to spend with my clients who are at my level or above, guess what? I'm going to naturally ascend. So I'm excited about that. And it made me really question, do I really love my clients? Like really love, like want to hang out with them. The time keeps ticking and like I keep going over. They say, sorry, you're past your time. I'm like, no, I'm good. Let's just keep chatting. And those are the relationships I'm super thankful to have right now. It hasn't always been this case. I've had to make some edits They were painful, but they were right. And after I made those edits, I started like stepping up and growing and literally attracting the right people to come into my world now. So one thing I wanted to leave with you, let me know if you guys have any questions, or at least say hey to me so I know you're here. Oh, Ruthie has a question. So let me know if you guys have any other questions. I'm going to read off a couple of the comments here from the crew. I would never ever get off coaching calls, Adrian. Adrian, you are so fun to talk to. Like, this guy is like 23, is a complete ball of energy, and I would love to hang out with you, Adrian. So I would totally get that. You would make everything fun. I'm like that too. Adrian, I've had to have my clients pause and be like, can we take a potty break? And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just so into this. I just don't want to stop. So we have to like pause our Zooms and we come back. So Adrian, tell me about it. Almost ruined my business. That's interesting. I didn't know that it would quite go in that direction. So Ruthie's asking, how do you find those people? So how you find those people is almost by unfinding the people that are not good fits. So the challenge I would have, it's like one of those opposite challenge. Every minute, hey, what's up, Jesse? How's it going, man? Drop me some comments. Tell me what you think of this, dude. So how you find those people, Ruthie, is by every minute you spend with somebody who is not a fit of where you're at and where you want to go, you're 1 minute short on somebody who is a fit. So you have to manage your time like money. And so how they say it is spending time, it is literally every minute of your day is spending $1. You are spending money every minute of your day. So be careful who you are investing in. What that does is when you do that and you attract those people and you talk to those people have other friends who then tag and add and etc. And you create an environment, quite literally. I'm not just talking law of mirroring. You create and attract an environment that's suboptimal. And this is the piece where branding sort of comes into play, is when you know your branding in and out, like you are completely in alignment with what your core values are, and you are so clear on what it is that makes you you and what you love about yourself. When you lead with that, you start to immediately attract people who value the same things. So when you hop on a call with them, it is easy peasy. You know, like I realize that most of the people I attract on calls, when I ask them the question, oh, is it okay if I coach you? They're like, yeah, like, duh. I had one client be like, are you really asking me that? Like, just talk. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I forgot, because I attract brutally honest, you know, but with love and care. That's who I am. That's how I show up. I'm a no bullshit, but I don't pack any punches. But I'm not going to pretend things are rosy in a field when your brand is dying or you're the reason that you're not making any money. I will pull you out of that burning building. Now, that is not everyone's jam. Some people expect a relationship where like they just get petted kind of along the way. And when you call them on their bullshit, they like shrivel up and die, which is not my jam. And so that's exactly what Adrian is saying. It's being congruent. So if you allow yourself to dig in who you are and accentuate that in your brand, it takes time. It's not like a light switch. If it was a light switch, y'all, everybody would do it. We'd all get rid of suboptimal clients and only have like the primo people that we're like, we will do anything for. We will do anything. It's like a joy. It's like you want to, you know, you love your client when you're willing to pay them to work with you. That is the definition of love. I'm going to combine love and money. When you love your client, that means you're willing to pay them to work with them. And that's exciting because you know why? That improves your brand 1000% because you come in there fighting for them. You come in there cheering for them. You're super happy. You're fun. You're excitable. And your creativity is on fire. And creativity means solving any business problems, sales problems. If it's fitness, mindset, whatever it is, you're in the right place to do that. So you quite literally will serve your clients better if you only accept the clients you really love. So I want to challenge you on your future SS calls. I want you to think of it not as you being the leader and them being, the prospect or the coachee and all of that kind of stuff, that needs to be in play. Obviously, you're the expert, but I want you to take it also as like being on a date and being like, do I want to hang out with this person for 8 weeks? Like, are they going to blow my mind? Are they going to be bringing things to my table that helps sharpen my iron? I want you to ask that question. And if the answer is no, I encourage you and give you permission to not offer that person, because it does more damage compared to the money that comes in your account. There is some other person out there that is going to blow your mind, and it's going to be fun and enjoyable, and it is going to allow you to grow. And once you grow, you will continue to attract that type of person. Congruent. So to Adrian's Dan Beejel, this is so good. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate your feedback. I really do. Ruthie, congruent with yourself. Yes. So it is. It's congruent with yourself, and it's congruent with your brand. So knowing what that is takes a little bit of work. It takes some digging, because the idea of who you think you are versus who you actually are, sometimes there's a gap, and we need to figure out what that is. And so like what I just gave an example of here, the brutally honest piece, that's honestly not something that I used to lead with. Like, it's not, I was given a lot of feedback from mostly men who don't like a woman who's brutally honest. And I realized that over time, I attract a certain type of person, and that person gives me energy too. And it's not like I'm brutally honest and mean. It's like, it's always coming from a position of care. I'm actually really super empathetic. I have to like back it off sometime. So anyways, I just wanted to bring that point. What's up, Lucy? How's it going? Lovely. Lucy and her husband have a website business. Ruthie, tell me what business you're in. I don't think I know. I know Adrian helps with people with weight loss and fitness, and Lucy and her husband Sean do website. So drop me in the comments. Tell me what your business and what your offer is. I'd love to hear more of what you guys do, because I'm going to target these lives and I'm going to give examples from your business so it hits home easier. Okay, Ruthie is asking, how do you refuse them then? Oh, you just, once you get on the call and you're going through the questions, if your energy is starting to dip, or you get the sense that like this doesn't, quite literally, this doesn't feel like somebody I'd want to talk to, and I'm doing this for the sale. When you get near the end of it, say, hey, listen, I'm super excited about where you're going and all of this kind of stuff. I don't think you're ready for this offer yet. Like, I want to protect your time and your money and your value and your interest. So I don't think that this is the perfect position for you right now. Here's what I would recommend. And you go for that. And Ruthie, I mean, of course, I'm never going to tell somebody outright, hey, listen, I feel like your personality is not doing it for me. Like, that's not what I mean. I don't mean just personality. I get along with people who are very introverted, really shy, super calm. Like, it's not personality, it's mindset. Like, I want somebody who has that pinky in the brain mindset. I am going to take over the world. I wish somebody would stop me. But I do have some questions about branding. Okay, great, cool. You're in. Like, I like you. Hey Chuck, what's up? Happy Tuesday, Chuck. Finally dialing in and being more congruent. Love your energy, Chuck. You're just you are a lightning bolt, quite literally. Yeah, so that's what I had prepared. Well, I didn't actually have it prepared. I just winged it because I realized this is a light bulb moment. So this is when you're talking about becoming, when you're looking at being an entrepreneur and you're wondering, this is where I was at. What do people ahead of me actually think? How do they actually think? How do they actually operate? What are they being that I should know? And I'm like, hey, here's one thing that is not talked about, is knowing how to protect your energy and set yourself up for long-term success over a really long period of time. So drop it in the comments. Let me know if this was helpful to you, because if it was, I will continue these comments. I'd love to know if you got some value from this, guys. I'm really excited to hear if you did. If you didn't, no worries. You can help guide me. As you know, I'm pretty brutally honest, as I like to say. I guess I could say I more like to tell it like it is. And I also realize that being in this Facebook world for a minute, I want to talk about the topics that people aren't talking about. I want to bring some light to things that are like the cobwebs in the corner, and everyone's like, you really shouldn't be talking about a live on that. And I'm like, yeah, you should. Because the fact that us entrepreneurs are going through it and it's being talked about in closed doors and within Messenger is not fair for people. It's not fair for people to not have that opportunity to discuss and learn and get a new perspective. So, Lucy, always so full of energy and so motivational. Thanks, Lucy. Well, I mean, quite literally, I've got some freaking amazing clients who I schedule in extra meetings with them. And they're like, okay, I guess I have 20 minutes. I'm like, yes, please, let's go. Oh, Chuck with his lightning bolts. I love it. Thank you. Ren, I need to refresh a 10-year-old brand that is outdated. I have a high-end market, a high-end clientele in Beverly Hills. How do I choose the right person and company to build out my vision? Keep being you, love it. Ren, obviously you just hire me. No, what you need to do in the position you're in, especially because I know about your brand and where you're at, when you're targeting a high-end market and a high-end clientele, you have to go with somebody who has the experience and the eye, and they're going to be high-end. So this is the biggest problem I see is when people are high-end with their offers and then they hire Fiverr to do their work, and it's like 99 designs, Fiverr, you name it, it's like $300, $500, and then they're like, how come I can't sell my offer? Everybody I'm getting is broke. Everybody I talk to, like, nobody has any money. And I'm like, because you showed up like that. You literally showed up to the party looking broker than a joke. And so you attracted all those people. And so then a part of you has to stop and ask yourself, do I have money mindset issues? Do I have a broken mindset issue? That's a lot of what I see. So if you want high-end clientele, get yourself a high-end designer and bada bing, bada boom. Those people know each other and they get each other. Hey, Megan, what's up, girl? What's going on? Talk about a person leveling up is Megan. Yeah, let me know any other questions you guys have, but I hope you get out there and find clients you love and who are also contributing back. It is a two-way relationship. So whether you're group coaching or doing done for you, you have to know and believe and understand there is a rub-off factor. And so if you're taking in people just to hit your monthly revenue, are they really serving your greater purpose and your best interest? Are they really serving the long term of where you want to go? So that's where I'm at today. Wanted to just come in here and share it out. And I appreciate y'all joining me. Let me know what your value that you got from this is below. And if you watch this later, hashtag me with the replay. All right, guys. Have a happy Tuesday and go out and find those clients you really love and who completely deserve your time, experience, and intelligence. Take care.